Chaos and confusion broke out today after detectives walked back their claim that the slain University of Idaho students were victims of a targeted attack. Moscow, Idaho police said detectives do not currently know if the residents or any occupants were specifically targeted, but continue to investigate. Hours later, cops added to the muddle with a very different statement. We remain consistent in our belief that this was indeed a targeted attack, but have not concluded if the target was the residents or its occupants. Nancy Grace, host of the podcast Crime Stories, says the flip-flopping over whether the victims were targeted goes to the heart of the investigation.
What impact does that have? Huge. It's going to make this investigation much, much more complicated and difficult. And also, it's got big implications for everybody that's got a student there at the university, because if it's not targeted, that means anybody and everybody could be a victim. That's a nightmare.
I spoke with Madison Mogan's dad, Benjamin. Do you have confidence in the investigation?
Yeah, I do. I think these things get figured out, and it's just going to take some time, and they've got a lot of good people working on it.
But Kaylee Consalvas' dad, Steve, expressed frustration with the flip-flopping police statements.
They keep coming out with statements that create more questions than the answer, and then that creates a pressure, and that's why I'm feeling like there's so many people coming and looking for answers, and I'm one of them.
Kaylee Consalvas. Madison Mogan.
Last night, the university held a moving candlelight vigil for the 4 victims. This was the first time for these people to come together as a community to grieve and to begin the painful and long journey toward healing. Casting a shadow, the chilling belief that the killer himself could be in the crowd.
That vigil was crawling with undercover cops looking for the killer.
There were emotional scenes as students comforted each other. Mourners wore bracelets emblazoned with the names of the victims. Kaylee's father spoke about how inseparable Kaylee and Madison were and revealed they were killed in the same bed.
And in the end, they died together in the same room, in the same bed.
Ethan Chapin's mom, Stacy, told the grieving students to spend more time with their families.
Make sure that you spend as much time as possible with those people, because time is precious and it's something you can't get back.